Hi you guys, welcome back. So I'm finally doing my 1-year anniversary of my surgery. So some of you guys might know, some of you guys might not know, but I actually had a breast reduction almost a year ago. By the time you guys see this video, it's already going to be a year. But yeah, on February 27th of 2019, I had a breast reduction surgery, and wow, I honestly can't believe it's already been a year. And not only that, like, I think it's so crazy that I actually did this, and I was so blessed to be able to do that. So yeah, I think it's crazy that time passes by so fast. And also, you guys, I'm sick, so I'm gonna sound a little weird as well, so don't mind my voice. I know I sound like a man right now, but whatever. But yeah, so if you guys clicked on this video, it's probably because you guys are interested in getting a breast reduction, I'm assuming, or you're just curious about it. And yeah, so I will be talking about my journey, the process of the before and the after, and you know, my healing process, and you know, just some information and some tips that I think would be very, very helpful, because I know it would have been helpful for me if someone would have told me these tips, at least, you know. But yeah, so just keep on watching if you guys are interested. Also, on the description box below, I will be putting the times of when I show my before and after pictures, if that's all you guys really want to see. Because I know when I was doing my research, that's something that I like really wanted to see. So yeah, take a look at the description box below if you guys want to see those before and after pictures. I actually have my notes right here, but before actually talking about the notes that I have right here, I do want to like give some information. So I was kind of, I don't want to say I was an early bloomer. I was not, definitely, because I wasn't wearing bras in 5th grade. I probably started growing or developing my breasts probably like when I was 13. I don't know, I was young. But point is, I swear that I like one day I was flat chested, and then the next day I woke up and bam, I had some big old titties. I didn't become super uncomfortable with my boobs until probably my quinceañera. I think that my dress like made me realize how big, you know, my boobs actually were, to be honest. It's probably like, yeah, it's just the moment that I realized like, whoa, like I have pretty big boobs, like, and I don't think I like it, like, you know. It just became a really big insecurity of mine. And then not only that, like, yeah, I had big boobs, but they were very unproportionate, which is super uncommon, you guys. I mean, uncommon. It's super common. Just like any limb, you know, one arm is longer than the other. It's very normal. Before my surgery, I think I was at a double D or a triple D, and on my left side for sure, at least. And my right side was probably a D. I'm not too sure, but they were pretty big. But that actually wasn't the biggest that I've ever been, though, to be honest. I think I was pretty close to being, what's after D? I don't think it's A, B, C, D, E. Is it E? I don't know. But once I realized like the D's just weren't fitting me, I was like, okay, like I'm becoming way too uncomfortable, like this is too much, like, you know, I just hated them. I hate how ugly they looked. Not only that, like my body weight has always fluctuated like a lot. You guys, kind of messes up your boobs, I guess you could say. It's really common. I know it happens to a lot of women, but yeah, my boobs, as the time went by, they were getting saggier as well, because I was losing weight really fast as well. So they just became really like not cute to look at, and I became super insecure about them. You know, having big boobs can like make you feel really insecure. It just makes you feel bigger. It makes you feel, I don't know, just less attractive, and like you can't wear certain things, you feel uncomfortable in certain clothes, and it just it sucks. But yeah, so I knew at a very young age that I wanted a breast reduction. Now getting on to information on it before. Do your research, obviously, like figure out if this is cosmetic, if this is medical, because it is medical. Honestly, I would really recommend trying to get it done through your insurance, because if your insurance can cover it, dude, like, ugh, I wish my insurance would have covered it because it was a lot. Breast reductions are way more expensive than getting an augmentation, and there's a lot of reasons for that. A lot of people are like, what, really? Like, you would think that it's cheaper because you're actually taking out stuff, not adding stuff. But exactly, like, that's the exact reason why it is more expensive, because when you take out stuff, I mean, the surgery process is a lot longer, more risk, I guess you can say, because they're literally taking a chunk out of you. It's not like, look up breast reduction videos, like the actual surgery, you guys would understand. But the procedure is just way more intense than, you know, just getting an augmentation. Like an augmentation surgery probably takes like 45 minutes to an hour maybe. My surgery lasted like 4 hours. Go to as many consultations as you can. Don't just go to one doctor and decide you're one and done, you know, because I know how exciting it can be, and I know also, like, you just want to get it done. Like, you know, you go to your first consultation and they make you feel like, oh, like, you know, yeah, we can do this, we can do that, like, what do you want? Oh, you know. But keep in mind, you guys, like, you don't want to go to someone that's gonna do exactly what you want, because yes, maybe it's what you want, but maybe it's not what you need. Or so don't just go to like the first doctor, because I don't know, I just think it's better to keep your options open and, like, you know, keep your variety. Also, not only that, like, look into the prices. You know, one doctor, yeah, like, he might be less expensive, but look at his pictures, because they all have their websites. You know, you can always look at their galleries and see, you know, their before and after pictures. Look at the ones that you like the most. If you like them, go for it. If you don't, but the price is a lot less expensive than the most expensive doctor, then I would rather go to the most expensive doctor, because this is your body. You're paying a lot of money for it. So yeah, cosmetic surgeries is one of those things that you can't be cheap with, because I went to 3, I believe, which is not a lot, to be honest. I honestly should have probably gone to more, but this doctor was recommended to me, the doctor that my surgeon, he was recommended to me. And not only that, like, when his pictures, like, they were like, yes. And yeah, I love the results. So you'll know when you find the right doctor, to be honest, because they just make you feel so comfortable. And if you like the before and after pictures, like, you'll just know. But yeah, that is tip 1, is go to as many consultations as you can. Go see as many doctors as you can, because like I said, this is a surgery, a body surgery, like a cosmetic surgery. You're paying for it, it's expensive, and I don't know, it's just your body. Like, come on, like, common sense, you know. Don't go for the cheap stuff, because at the long run, in the long run you might be paying more. So that is tip 1. 2, honestly, research your doctors. These doctors that you guys are gonna go see, you know, do background checks. There's a bunch of websites that you can get information on these doctors. I will probably go ahead and link some websites down below if you guys want to check those out, and then, you know, look up your doctor on those websites to see your credits or whatever, you know, their medical certificates and all that stuff. So yeah, definitely research your doctors, do a background check or whatever. When you are looking for a doctor, try to find a doctor that specializes in the type of surgery that you want to get, because yeah, maybe someone recommends you this doctor that did an amazing, you know, Brazilian butt lift on your friend or whatever, but that's what he's really good at, and he's not the best in, you know, breast reduction or breast augmentations, or, you know, just stuff. Just make sure that your doctor is very well qualified for the type of surgery that you want to get. Sorry, I'm so sick, you guys. But yeah, So just make sure that your doctor is experienced in what the type of surgery that you want to get. And also, this is another tip too, make sure that these doctors have years of experience, because you don't, I mean, it sounds mean, but you don't want to go with someone that just, you know, has 1 year of experience on, you know, these cosmetic surgeries or stuff like that, you know. You want to go with someone that has experience, that has years, you know. 5 is still kind of low, but, you know, 5, 10, 15, 20 years, you know, the more years, probably the better. So that is a really good tip. But yeah, that is tips on your research. And then so, I'm gonna tell you guys kind of like the process, or at least the process that I went through, and I feel like honestly most people should go through. But when you go to the consultation with the doctor that you do decide to go with, so you're gonna decide the date, you're gonna talk about finances, and you know, if you're gonna pay it all or you're gonna try to, you know, finance for it and, you know, do payments. Praise the Lord. I was able to freaking just pay it all off. And I will mention, I'm kind of scared of saying how much my surgery costs, but I will kind of give you guys an idea. I'm not going to say the actual number. You're going to go through all that process. Once you figure out a date, the doctor should give you information of things that you need to get before your surgery, so that way once you're out of surgery, like, you're all set to go, like, meaning like your pain medications, your bras, you know, clothing, like any special tire that you need to get. Like if you're getting a Brazilian butt lift, you probably have to get a faja. But for me, he just told me that I needed to get bras that zipped up in the front. He did tell me though, because well, as a breast reduction, they give you a bra when you come out of surgery, and you can take that. That's your surgery bra. I will actually show you guys because I still have it. But yeah, they'll go ahead and give you a bra. My doctor told me that if I can, to wait after my surgery to buy bras, that way, like, I buy, you know, the right size or whatever. But I think I did buy some. I bought some. I think I had bought like 2 sizes, 2 kinds with 2 different sizes. I think I bought like a size B bra, and then I think I got a size C type of bra. And I'll show you guys those as well. Let me get them actually. Okay. So I'm gonna actually show you guys the surgery bra that they gave me after coming out of my surgery. I'm gonna buckle it quick. I mean, the bras that they give you, like, honestly aren't the best. But I mean, they work for a while, so. So, whoa, it looks big. So this is the bra that they give you, or that they gave me. So it like buckles from the front, I mean from the shoulders, and then it buckles from right here as well. So yeah, so this is actually the bra that they gave me, and I'll show you guys. Honestly, right now, it actually fits big because a lot of my swelling went down. But yeah, and this is actually a 38C, but I actually bought some myself, and I bought, I'll show you guys, I bought these. So as you can see, like, it zips up in the front, and yeah, these are pretty comfortable. These are size medium, and I think I got these at Walmart. And then these, I'll show you, they're all like messed up. And then these, so I feel like these are the ones that fit me the best right now. These are probably a size small. Oh, it just says size 36. So yeah, so this is just size 36. But yeah, these are the bras that I got literally like right after my surgery, because I had an idea of like my actual size at that moment. But now I'm gonna show you guys like the type of bras that I actually wear now towards the end. but you should always get a physical before having a surgery, you guys. If your doctor does not send you to get a physical, I would not get my surgery with them, because that's really important. They have to check your, they have to do some blood work. They have to, you know, see if you have like any like medical issues. Like, you never know, like maybe something comes up, you know, through that blood work. So yeah, make sure that you get a physical, and you can get that through your insurance. You know, obviously like the insurance will cover it for you. So your doctor will probably tell you guys this too, and probably in the information, like the sheets that they give you guys, it'll tell you to not drink alcohol, do not take any medicine or anything that's gonna thin out your blood 2 weeks prior to your surgery, because you're gonna bleed a lot, you know, during your surgery, and that's not good. You don't want that. So yeah, so I would recommend, like, don't smoke, don't drink, don't take like any Advils or anything, you know. Just try to avoid it as much as you can. If you do that, to be honest, like, the whole healing process is gonna take longer for your body to heal, because you have, you know, alcohol in your system or whatever, you know, any medication in your system. It's gonna make the process, the healing process, a little bit longer and a little bit rougher in the beginning for sure, because, you know, you have open wounds and you don't want to be all bloody, or, you know, I don't know. You just try to avoid it as much as you can. Also, these are probably things that no one's gonna tell you, but I certainly wish someone would have. But, you know, buy good bedding. It sounds weird, but, you know, buy good pillows prior to your surgery. You know, change your pillows out. Make sure that you get fluffy pillows. Make sure that you, you know, those travel pillows that they give you, I mean, that you buy when you go on the plane, the ones that go around your neck. I would seriously recommend buying one of those if you're gonna get a breast reduction, because after your surgery, maybe for like a week or so, you're not allowed to actually lay on your back. You have to kind of sleep sitting up. So that, I wish I would have had that. I did have it, but I couldn't find it when I freaking needed it, because for one, I couldn't move a lot, so I couldn't actually like go through my stuff and, you know, look for it. So that's another tip, actually. You know, have a couple outfits set up already, like for like maybe like at least the week after your surgery. That way you're not having to go through your drawers or having to send someone, because honestly, you are the one that knows where all your stuff is at, you know, all your chonies, all your bras, all your clothing. You know, maybe you want to wear a specific top that you know exactly where it's at, but you know that your sister's not going to find it because she doesn't know where it is. So that's a really good tip. Try to have, you know, 5 outfits or as many outfits as you need set up for a whole week, you know, at least after your surgery. That way, yeah, you're not struggling to find these things, because you have to rest. My doctor called them little dinosaur arms, or no, not dinosaur, T-Rex arms. I literally had to be like this, you guys, for like a whole freaking month. Like, I couldn't really lift up my arms. I mean, I did, and we'll get to that, because yeah, it was a bad thing. But yeah, so just make sure that you have, you know, outfits set up for a whole week, because that will definitely help you guys out a lot. I promise you guys. Like, I wish I would have done this, but no one told me, so I don't know. And then also, one last tip before your surgery, just clean your room, or clean wherever you're gonna stay, because you don't want to get up in the middle of the night and have to go to the bathroom and trip over something, you know. Just make sure you really like do a deep cleaning of wherever you're gonna stay. Make sure, you know, nothing's on the ground. Make sure. So yeah, so those are tips before your surgery that I think are really important, and I hope you guys actually do these things, because I can guarantee that it's gonna help you guys a lot. So the day of surgery, LA traffic is horrible, you guys. So I actually ended up getting to my surgery maybe like 20-30 minutes late, which is fine, ended up being fine. But obviously, like, when you're on your way to get a life-changing surgery, like, you are so like nervous, you're so antsy, just really nervous. Can you imagine being in traffic, you guys? In freaking LA traffic. on your way to surgery. Like, it was the worst, you guys. It was really, really bad. Yeah, it was the worst. I actually got my surgery in Beverly Hills. I'm without traffic probably like 30 minutes, but with traffic it literally became like an hour and a half. On the day of surgery, so you show up, they're gonna take you to a room, and when the doctor gets there, you're probably gonna have to take a pregnancy test. I think they take a test just to make sure that you're not pregnant or whatever, a urine test for you. And then after that, they're gonna take you to a room, probably, I don't know, like every doctor's process is different, but at least my doctor, they took me to a room. When my doctor got there, he let my aunt and my sister go in there and basically was like, oh, like, you know, say goodbye to her because she's gonna go into surgery soon and you guys aren't gonna be able to see her anymore until she's out. So he let them go in there, and I think like my tia like probably blessed me or something, and then they went out, and yeah, he did some measurements. He took measurements. He drew a bunch of lines on me, and he took pictures of me. He took some before pictures, and yeah, that was basically it. They took me back into the surgery room, like the room that I actually had my surgery in. Told me to get on the bed, so then I did. I got on the bed. I had to put my arms out like this. Doctor he's so nice. I was just like laying there for like a good like 5 minutes, and they were just kind of like getting stuff ready around me, and it definitely made the anticipation go up, because I was just like watching them and I was like, oh my god, like this is so real, and I can't believe that I'm actually gonna do this. And it was just crazy. Do their thing, and then my doctor finally came in. He didn't hold my hand, but like he was just kind of like, you know, just checking my fingers, and then he was like, is it okay if like I hold your fingers while they you know, put the anesthesia in? And I was like, yeah, of course, like I'm nervous, like I need something like this, you know. So yeah, he was really nice. Like he was just like, you're gonna be fine, like you'll be okay. And I don't know, he was just trying to calm me down, even though I wasn't, honestly, you guys, like I was not nervous like at all. I was more like excited, and I was just like observing everything that was going on around me. And then so yeah, they did the whole surgery. The anesthesia took actually a while to kick in for some reason. I don't know, maybe my tolerance is very high, but yeah, it took a bit to kick in, but it finally knocked me out. And then I woke up, and I was staring at the nurse for like a good minute, you guys. I think I was just like so like, I was still like drugged out, I don't know, but I was probably staring at the nurse for 1 minute, and she was staring at me. Like, I don't know if she remembers this. Like, I wish I could go back and like talk to her and ask her, because I haven't seen her. She's like the actual surgery nurse show, so she's not in the doctor's office when I do go back for my post-op, so I never saw this woman again. But we were literally just staring at each other. I was just like this, like just staring at her. Yeah, I don't know. And she was just observing me. Like, I'm pretty sure that was part of her job. Like, she had to observe me for like probably like a whole 2 hours after my surgery to see if I was okay to go. But then I finally like reacted. I don't know. I guess I finally reacted, and they brought my sister and my aunt in. But before that, the nurse helped me get dressed. I wore leggings. Honestly, you guys, like I recommend to just wear like a dress. Honestly, like just something, or not a dress, because you can't really actually put your arms up, but just like sweats. Wear something that's super comfortable. Wear your PJs. Who cares, you know? Just something that's really comfortable. But I did wear leggings, which wasn't too bad, but like, I mean, I should have just worn sweats, to be honest. My doctor came out, and he talked to my sister and my aunt, and like just like told them, you know, like the whole process of taking care of me, you know, I did have to get tubes, or yeah, tubes, I think that's what they're called. I did have to get tubes. Some doctors don't do the whole tube thing if you get a breast reduction, but my doctor did. Those tubes literally just take out all the nasty fluids that are in you, because especially like you're swollen, you produce a bunch of fluids that you get swollen because they're in there, like they're trying to get out somehow. So the tubes definitely help to get the swelling down, you know. But yeah, I had tubes in for maybe like a day or two, because then after that I had to go back, and he took it out, and that hurts pretty bad, you guys, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie, that was probably the most painful part of this whole surgery thing, experience or whatever. So after that, we just came home, and I was fine, you guys. Like, I seriously felt perfectly fine. My family came over, a bunch of family came over too, like, which I love them for that. After that, I didn't take pain medication. I only took it the day after my surgery because it felt weird. Like, it felt like, honestly, like I didn't go through any pain, you guys. I swear to that. This was probably like such an easy surgery process for me, or healing process, because I had no pain whatsoever except for the first day after my surgery in the morning. I just felt like a lot of pressure. It felt like tingling, like it felt weird. It just felt really weird. So I was like, okay, I don't like how this feels. It doesn't really hurt, but I just don't want to feel it because I feel like it's gonna make me freak out. I don't know. So I ended up taking, you know, pain medication only that one time after my surgery. But then after that, I was perfectly fine. Sorry, someone's at the door, so. I think I gave you guys like mostly all the information that I really wanted to give you guys. Sorry. But yeah, those are some tips that I wish I would have received, to be honest. So I'm gonna show you guys my actual scars right now. But I actually opened up a little bit, unfortunately. My right boob, which is I think your left, my boob actually opened a little bit. Like, it's not too bad, but you know, I wish it wouldn't have, obviously, like anybody would wish, but it did open a little bit. My scars are a little bit redder than I wish they weren't. I mean, you know. Unfortunately, I feel like my scars kind of keloid a little bit, and I've never had keloids, so just keep in mind, you know, you might heal differently than what you want. Nonetheless, you guys, like, I love my boobs, I love my scars, even if they are thick or keloids or whatever. I really don't mind them. Yeah, my scars actually don't get in the way. Like, I can probably wear shirts that like show up to here and I'll be fine. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys in this. Oh, so this isn't with a bra on, this is actually with a bralette, but that's how they look from the side angle. How they look from this angle. I'll show you guys. I'll show you guys how. So this is how they look in this bralette, the side angle. And then, so as you guys can see, like, my scars don't go back. My scars literally don't get in the way. You guys can kind of see it pulling right there. My armpit. You guys can kind of see it pulling right there. That's actually from the scar. That's pulling it a little bit right here. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I can. And then, yeah, like, I can wear like low cut shirts. It's not gonna go down. I mean, you're not gonna be able to see them. But yeah. So this is my boobs in a bralette. And then I'm actually gonna go ahead and take off my bra so you guys can see what it looks like. Sorry, it's a little nippy. But yeah, this is what they look like. I think they look, you know, it's a decent size. One thing that my doctor told me, and that I definitely see now, there's something called like the boob bed, which is literally like how wide your boob actually is, like, you know, this way. So I don't know if you guys can tell, but this boob bed on my left side, which is I think your right, is much bigger than my boob bed on my side. And that's just my body. Like, my body is just like super unproportionate, you guys. My left boob bed is just way bigger, so essentially they're like the same size, so they are still a little bit uneven, but that's just my body in general, so I'm not really tripping about it. Okay, so now this is actually the moment where I'm actually going to show you guys some pictures of me after my surgery. And I'm going to push you while you guys are. So I am going to show you guys some very intense pictures. If you guys don't like blood or gooey stuff, I would honestly exit out, because I'm literally gonna show you guys the real deal. I'm gonna cover as much as I can, obviously. I just think that some of these might be very inappropriate, but I'm actually gonna show you guys a picture that like I actually did take before my surgery, just so like you can get an idea of how unproportionate my boobs were. I'm wearing an orange bra, so I'm gonna scoot over here because I'm gonna put the pictures over here. So yeah, in this picture you guys can see like my boobs are super unproportionate. Literally like half of my boob doesn't even fit in this bra, because, or my left boob doesn't fit in this bra. And I swear you guys, like I'm not like making this up. Like, this is how bigger my other boob was, you know? So yeah, they were just like super unproportionate. It was a big insecurity. And then, okay, so this is a picture of me in a sports bra again, that you can really see how the cleavage would look in this picture, how my cleavage would look, and I hated it, you guys. Like, there's this gap thing that I just did not like. And like I said, like literally my boobs were probably not the biggest there. This is right before my surgery. They probably weren't, or they didn't look the biggest. I want to say that, because they literally felt really heavy, you guys. Even my doctor, like. And then this picture is my favorite picture. I don't know why this is my favorite picture of my surgery. But this picture right here is actually on the day of my surgery when I got home. As you guys can see, I have my tubes pinned onto my jacket. That's literally the outfit that I took for after my surgery. It was a zipped up sweater, my leggings, and that's it. Yeah. And then the tubes, I'll show you guys when I show you my scars, but it was like right here on the sides. That's where like they were actually in. And sorry, that's where they actually were in, like right here on the side. And then as you guys can see, there's a bunch of gauze like all over my boobs, and that's just like to protect it against my bra. But yeah, so that's that one. Okay, and then now these pictures are the ones that I'm kind of scared to show, because they were just like very intense, and I'm literally exposing myself, you guys. Like, I mean this. Ya te lo voy a enseñar todo, so me da vergüenza. I'm very nervous to show this picture because I look like. Those are my boobies, literally the day or two after my surgery, and they were very swollen, very perky. They were very cute. It sounds weird, like I wish they would have stayed like that, because right there they were like super perky and like just like woo, you know, felt really good there. And I wish I didn't block this part, or I didn't have to block this part, but on my nipple, the way it was sewed, it was so weird. It looks so weird. Like, I was so scared that my nipples were gonna stay the way that they look like on this picture. Obviously I can't show you guys, unfortunately, but yeah, if you guys get this surgery and your nipples look weird, don't worry, it's part of the process. Like, they will heal perfectly fine and beautifully, so you'll be fine. That's that picture. But you guys can probably see where like the cuts are. So they're obviously, so when you get a breast reduction, you get the anchor scar. I mean, you don't have to get it, but I think, you know, to get the best results that you want, I guess you can say, because there's some doctors that do the lollipop, and I mean, and that would have been cool too, but I'm glad that my doctor decided to do the anchor scar, because, you know, he was able to take out way more than what he would have been able to take out if he had done, you know, the lollipop scar. So yeah. So this picture is probably maybe like 3 days after my surgery. Hold on, I want to see if I can see the date. Oh, this picture was on March 4th, so almost a week after my surgery, and I think the swelling went down. Obviously I'm standing up in this picture, so I think the swelling went down in this picture. I don't know if you guys can tell, but there's like yellowing. It's like, I don't know, like discoloration, I guess you can say, but that's just bruises literally around my boobs. But yeah, those are my scars. I wish I can zoom in for you guys, but that's what my scars look like a week after. So this is a picture of me in a sports bra, maybe like 2 weeks after my surgery, and that's what my boobs look like in a sports bra after 2 weeks. Pretty good, I want to say. So like where my armpit was, there used to be like a bunch of side boob there, like a lot, like I mean a lot, you guys. And that was just because, you know, one boob was way bigger. Like on my right boob, I never had side boob. Like side boob never existed on my right boob, but on my left boob it was like I literally had a third boob, you guys. So right here it does not look like that, it looks fine. So, and then right here that's what my boobs look like in a bra. That is actually a size B, which was, oh my gosh, you guys, I was so excited when I freaking bought a size B bra. Yeah, it was just crazy, but that's a size B bra. And yeah, I think they looked really cute. My boobies, they look so cute. Like that little cleavage right there, that's what my scars look like on March 12th. So that was like maybe 3 weeks after my surgery, maybe like 2 weeks and a half. And that's what my scars look like. They look a little scary, to be honest. It looked like they were gonna start scabbing, I don't know. But yeah, that's what they look like. Not too bad. Okay, and then on March 15th, which something very unfortunate happened. Okay, so never mind. Okay, so March 15th was almost exactly 2 weeks after my surgery, and obviously I don't know if it was me, I don't know if it was a nurse. Actually, when I went into one of my post-ops, the nurse pulled off one of the stitches, and I think she kind of pulled it a little too hard, to be honest. I don't know, I don't want to blame it on her, but I don't know, I felt it when she tugged it. I can feel that, like, it just did not feel secure. It felt like my boob was gonna like open or like gonna fall off, and I didn't say anything then. But yeah, it was like really painful, I guess you can say, but I think that's what happened, to be honest. But my boob opened up, you guys. Unfortunately, I am gonna show you guys very, very graphic pictures. Like I said, if you guys don't like gooey, bloody, you know, nasty stuff, exit out, or, you know, skip, because this is very cringy. It makes me cringe now. So yeah, so it opened right there, so you guys can see the opening right there. It doesn't look too big, it looks gross because a bunch of stuff was coming out of it. But if this ever happens, you guys, like if you have a surgery, so if you guys have a surgery, and it opens up like that. As you guys can see, there's tape. So my doctor told me to do paper tape, and I was doing it for like a couple weeks after my surgery, and I instantly freaked out, to be honest. When it opened, I was like, oh my god, like what am I gonna do? Like what do I do? What do I do? Like I just need to figure something out right now, because it was late when I saw it. It was probably like at 2 in the morning, and or maybe like 12, and like I knew that I couldn't call the office because no one was gonna be there, so I didn't know what to do. And I don't know, I just didn't want to wake up my doctor or whatever. So yeah, it opened up a little bit. And if you go to like, let's say I could have gone to the hospital, to be honest, and would have been like, oh, like I had this surgery. Doctors, like hospital doctors or like emergency, they don't like to mess with cosmetic. So I was like, no, like I'm not gonna go to the ER, like, you know, they're not gonna want to touch it, because first of all, it was a cosmetic surgery. So yeah, I don't know. So I didn't really do anything, but I did freak out. So with that same paper tape, you guys, I ended up covering my cut. Like I kind of like try to tape it together so that way it wouldn't open up more. But by doing that, it actually did open up more, because when I went to the doctor, unfortunately, when he pulled it, or when he like tried to pull it, or you know, take off the tape, it caused it to open a little bit more. And it didn't happen the instant that he took the tape off, just like gradually, because he did pull the skin or like tugged it a little bit. Like it just made my skin open up a little bit more. I don't know, it was weird, but yeah. So if that happens, you guys, what you guys have to do, and what I wish someone would have freaking told me, but you get Neosporin and you literally tuck the Neosporin in that little hole and just gauze it, and then just put your bra back on. That's probably the best thing that you can do, because nothing's pulling on it, nothing's tugging on it, so it's not gonna be getting pulled or getting, you know, like, I don't know, it needs to be open, because for some reason, if it opened, you know, you want, you know, all that bad stuff to come out. You know, don't get scared of the bad stuff. You know, that bad stuff is meant to come out, so just let it ooze out or whatever. Let it do its thing, because your skin is just naturally trying to clean it up. So yeah, just put Neosporin, gauze it up, you know, put gauze on top, and then just put on your bra and you are fine. You'll be fine. But don't put tape or anything over it besides gauze, because yeah, it was horrible. It was very unfortunate. Okay, in this picture, that's what my boobs look like on March 20th. So like that was probably like 3 weeks, or almost 4 weeks of, that was 3 weeks actually, after my surgery. And that's with that gray bra that I showed you guys not too long ago. Yeah, they look tiny there. And then, okay, I'm gonna show you guys more pictures of my opening, because like I said, it did open up a little bit more. And oh my gosh, it just looks intense, you guys. Like, it looks horrible. I'm like so scared to show you guys, but yeah. So this is on March 24th, and that's what the opening looked like. It looked so like irritated, you guys, but yeah, I don't know, it just looked irritated, and it looked scary, but it didn't hurt. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, now looking at it, it hurts now, but it really did not. I was not, like, not in any pain during that. And then I realized that I didn't share my freaking before picture that my doctor took before my surgery, and that is actually right here. So this is a picture of my before picture, my before boobs. As you guys can tell, they're very large and unproportionate and just not cute at all. So that's what they look like before. Like I said, my boobs weren't super big, but they were big big insecurity of mine. And like I said, you know, after getting the surgery, it boosted up my confidence. So yeah, anyways, so now I'm gonna show you guys how it looks, how they look now. And I'm actually gonna show you guys what my scars look like right now. So like I said, this boob actually opened a little bit, so don't be alarmed. That little scar, it's supposed to be there, but yeah. So this is what my scars look like. Okay, hold on. I have a little more right here. But yeah, that's what this scar is looking like. So as you guys can tell, it's very red, it's very thick, and it's hard as well. So if you guys can see right here, try not to go too up high, but like you can tell instantly that this boob is bigger than this one, but it doesn't bother me at all. But I want to show you guys, okay, how that's looking right now. This is how it's healing. I mean, how this should be healing. So this looks very pretty. I wish that's how my bottom scars look like, but they don't. But whatever, it's not the end of the world, you know. That's what my scars look like. And then as for my nip, I wish I can show you guys. So you guys can kind of see right there. That's kind of how my scar is looking all around. If my nipple scar is like a little bit thicker than what I want it to be, but with time it's gonna heal. With time, you know, the skin is gonna loosen up a little bit more and it's just gonna look better. but yeah, so that's basically it, you guys. Those are what my scars look like right now, and that is a year later. So I hope this video helps you guys out a lot. You know, if you guys are gonna get a surgery, especially breast reduction, like I would really like to see what your guys' journey was like, or you know, experience. And yeah, I really do hope that this helped you guys out. Please keep in mind those tips or whatever. So that is basically it. So I will see you guys in my next video, and thanks for watching.